is mine?
Yes, sir, it is.
All right. Let me get undressed first.
Okay.
A little cold? Oh, I'm from Kansas City, so no. All right.
Welcome, man.
Totally. Thanks for
Good to have
having me.
you. Yeah, absolutely. So, we're on Facebook Live. We're recording for an interview for later tonight, too, that we're gonna run on the air too before you hit everything in the Majestic. And I'm just gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna be honest. I do a lot of these. Been doing radio for 27 years, and if I can be, I'm nervous right now.
You shouldn't be. You got the coolest voice on the planet.
I appreciate it. Nervous. I like the way you talk. Tech N9ne just mocked me. I love that. Yes, I love it. I love it.
I'm gonna do that on my next record.
That's awesome. There's a lot of people here that are fans, but there's some people that are new to you as well, and of course people that are listening and everything. Start from the beginning for those that most don't know that you started your own label.
Yeah.
You started Strange Music like 15 years ago. This isn't something that just started in the last couple of years.
16 years ago, man, me and Travis started the label Strange Music because I'm a huge Doors fan.
Okay.
You know, Jim Morrison and the fusions of sounds that him and Ray Manzarek and John Densmore and Robbie Krieger had together.
Yeah.
Caught my ear years ago, you know what I mean, and inspired me after having so many major deals back in the day with Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis at Perspective, with Quincy Jones in '97 with Warner Brothers and Quest and Warner Brothers, and then in '98 with Interscope. You know, after that, nobody really knew what to do with a black dude with a painted face and red spiked hair at the time. You know what I'm saying? And was it rock? It's hip hop, but it's rock, and it's R&B, it's operatic, it's you know what I'm saying, it's gangsters, everything.
Sure.
They didn't know where to put me, so Strange was perfect for me. You know what I'm saying?
You literally partied like it was 1999 and 99 when you started this.
Exactly. So, you know, since they didn't know what to do with me, I had to show people what to do with me and do it myself. And I met my partner, Travis O'Gwen, late 90s, and we got together. He was a shrewd businessman, and we put our minds together and came with Strange Music, and now we're the #1 independent label in the world.
So not only was starting your own label part of trying to educate people on what to do with you, but it's completely key in keeping creative freedom.
Totally, man.
Right?
I had to have complete autonomy, man. It's like they were trying to get me to do popcorn music, you know what I'm saying? When I say popcorn, I mean soft, you know what I'm saying? Soft music. And I was hard, you know what I'm saying? What I had back then was punk rock 2K.
Or like what I like to call hip hop.
Hip hop.
Hip hop.
Yeah.
Hip hop.
Well, that not because I'm not down in pop, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Pop is what it is. We even have pop artists on our label now, but this popcorn is not pop, you know what I'm saying? It's soft, you know. Like I don't want, you know, you can chew popcorn.
Give me a definition of popcorn.
Yeah,
As in like corny pop.
Soft. It's soft.
It's soft.
It's corny.
Gotcha. I got
Soft
you.
and corny, you know what I'm saying? Popcorn. That's what I think it is. So I had to be free to do whatever I could do musically and creatively. So I started my own label.
There are a lot of artists, especially in the last, I want to say 5 years or so, or whatever. That thing, they put the title CEO in front of their name and they got a label, but it's so much more than that.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. You just can't say that you're like somebody's manager and you don't know anybody, or you just CEO but you have no money and invested. You know what I'm saying? So people just like to have those big titles and give people their cards, but you know the proof is in the pudding. So.
Can you call yourself a CEO if your company doesn't have a bank account?
No.
Okay.
I mean, well, you know, we were CEOs back when we were selling dope, so you know what I'm saying? You know, that was back in the day. That's not. When I say we, I don't mean Travis. He's never sold dope.
Statute of limitations is up, and you're good.
You know, we were bosses when we were selling dope too, but you know what I'm saying? This is like legal.
We were doing the same thing in '99, you know, right now.
Yeah, I was.
What?
I already know.
My boss in the back of the room. Explain the origin of your name for everybody that really honestly thinks that it all has to do with a gun and blah. Oh, Tech N9ne promotes violence. Blah. No. The name is way more than that.
Yeah, the gun is spelled TEC.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I had a semi-automatic Tech N9ne. I got it for my birthday, my 21st birthday auntie got it for me. It's so great.
Wait,
You know,
your
neighborhood, I
auntie
was-
bought you a Tech N9ne.
21st birthday. That's like gangster we were.
Right.
I never used it
Well, you
on
were selling her
anybody.
that good.
I never used it on anybody.
Okay, right,
We just
right.
shot it in the air, played with it, you know what I'm saying? Then I sold it later on because I was thinking about doing something bad, so I sold it to a friend.
Yeah.
But we didn't spell my name like that. We spelled it T-E-C-H. Even though my name was given to me by a gangster by the name of Black Ball, we came up with a better way to spell it. T-E-C-H, short for technique.
Yeah.
And the number 9 is the number of completion. 9 months completes a pregnancy. They say a cat has 9 lives, a whole 9 yards. Everything after 9 is the highest single digit. There's nothing else like it. So I am the complete technique of rhyme. Technique number 9, Tech N9ne.
Just out of curiosity, the guy that gave you the name, is he still around today?
Yeah, he's locked up.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
You guys talk at all? You're
No, we
I
felt
wonder what he would think of you today. Like,
No, we don't talk.
okay. Oh, we can leave it at that.
Some things happened right before he went in, you know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Musically, that he wasn't proud of, you know what I'm saying?
I got you.
I think we slightly fell out, but I still love him to death, you know what I'm saying?
How hard has it been to transition underground Tech N9ne fans to Tech N9ne today, of the ones that are like, oh yeah, now I hear him on the radio, so it's not cool anymore. But how do you deal with that?
I don't. I just do what I feel.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't have to transition anything. I've always been three-dimensional.
Okay.
It's just the problem with being three-dimensional, meaning the king, the clown, and the G, you know what I'm saying? Some people are going to like the clown better because it's dark.
Sure. Yeah.
Some people like the king better because it's lyrical.
Sure.
Some people like the G better because it's gangster, you know what I'm saying? So it's like when you have those 3 dimensions, people are going to fight all the time, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I don't like that one, you know what I'm saying? But I've had radio hits since I started, you know what I'm saying? Planet Rock 2K was on my first record.
Yeah.
The Calm Before the Storm, Tech N9ne, you know what I'm saying? That's how I got my deal back in the day with Quincy Jones, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, but people come in at certain times, like if you have people to come in at KOD, that's my only fully dark album.
Right.
So people think it's supposed to be like that if they come in
Right.
in 2009. But if you weren't in back in early 90, you don't know nothing about Planet Rock 2K.
Right.
And I've always been three-dimensional. So this is what's happening now with the radio sensations and everything. It's just because over the years, the mainstream artists started paying attention.
Sure.
I remember I had songs in 2007 like, why you ain't call me? Talking to all the major guys that I adore musically. So I got my name so far up that when I call these people now, when I call T.I., they knew.
Yeah.
When Lil Wayne got asked who he wanted to work with, he said he wanted to work with Tech N9ne. I was like, whoa, how does he know about me? And all these artists started knowing about me. That's the only difference. You know, then 2 Chainz them know about Tech N9ne because I've been working all these years, and you cannot contain something so beautiful. You cannot have a roof over me because I'm gonna bust right through it. And that's how it's happening with radio, and people don't want to share me because they've been having me ever since the beginning. A lot of them don't want to share me with the rest of the world, but you have to share this beautiful thing that this person is so inside out and wants to share it with everybody. So I am tripped when they say I'm supposed to be on the radio. I was supposed to be on the radio a long time ago.
Right. For those that just became fans, say like since Hood Go Crazy.
Yeah.
What is the one album that you tell them that you got to go backwards now and you got to go listen? If you're a fan now, you got to go back and listen to what? And I know that's hard because there's been so many different.
No.
You know.
No. I don't have to tell them. My fans take care of it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? My fans are the biggest advocates.
Okay.
Tech N9ne advocates in the world, man. It's like they know when people are at the shows. When I say, "How many people? This is your first Tech N9ne show," and all the hands go
Oh,
up.
you okay? Yeah.
And the core fans be there like, "Oh, they just here for Caribou,
right.
go crazy."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or everybody but me. But it's like better late than never, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we welcome them with open arms. They have to go back.
Right.
They have to go back to the Calm Before the Storm. They have to go back to Angelic. They have to go back to Absolute Power. They really have to go back to Ever Ready. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like my fans do it. I don't have to tell them to do anything, man. It's like I just keep writing my life, and if you can keep up, you'll come with me. And if you don't, stay back there with the Muddleback dudes.
Can I put you on completely on the spot, sort of, kind of? You don't have to answer this question by any means.
All right.
Let's say that the 2 clowns that are running for president right now were not running, and it was up against Waka Flocka and Kanye West. Who would you vote for? I'm just
Kanye fan, but
Okay, yeah.
I know Waka Flocka personally.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
that's my blood partner. So it's like I know he's been through hardships, and I know about right now he would respect the human life.
Okay.
So,
which is not what's happening right now. Exactly.
Yeah. He would respect because we've been through murders and we've seen murders over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And over the years, you start to build this thing like a respect for human life.
Sure.
Because it goes so quickly, you know what I mean?
And it feels like that's completely lost right now.
Yeah. So I don't know Kanye personally, but I love his music. I would vote for Waka Flocka.
Everybody in here, you vote for Waka or Kanye? Waka. That surprises me. I'm surprised.
Definitely.
Really? That's
I think so. No, your answer doesn't surprise me. Theirs does, though. I think. What's a typical day for you? At this point, wake up early, wake up late. Obviously, it's,
on a work day or just a off day? Or
if
I'm at home.
You know, you get up, you work out, you get up, you start working right away. You got
at home.
Yeah.
My
You got a
regular
dog.
day.
You sit and pet for an
No,
hour.
I don't have pets.
No.
No, I love so much. I love too many to count them. So
Okay.
extras and pets is easy for me to go on without them because
Okay.
everything goes away. I said it in the song.
Okay.
How far away? You know what I'm saying? So I don't have any pets.
Okay. No pets.
You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of loved ones. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But my regular day, I get up at 8 o'clock. I leave to drive all the way out to Blue Springs, Missouri, to my trainer, my personal trainer, to be there at 9 o'clock. I work out from 9 to 10. I leave there at 10, go eat my breakfast at 10:30 right by the studio.
Like you're on this set schedule.
Yes.
10:30 a.m.
I go to the studio, I either write a song or record one I wrote prior, you know what I'm saying? And then I leave there like around 7 or 8.
On the day that you write a song.
Yeah,
Okay.
I try to.
Okay.
Travis want me to do more. He wants me to do 5 a week, you know, just like, dude. I'm
Yeah,
trying to
right. I mean,
pieces.
come on, right?
But we're gonna do that, you know what
Sure.
I'm saying? We're gonna find a way to get more songs done a week, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And instead of like tinkering with one for a whole week. You know what
Sure.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
But and then I go home.
Well, if you do 5 a week, I mean, you know, at that point, I mean, one comes out of that where you're like, this is the one I like.
Oh no! I write my life. Everything that I use, everything I write, I use. Just like this new album, The Storm. I only didn't use one track
Really?
out of 2 tracks out of 32, maybe.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I always use everything I write. I don't just write songs for the hell of it. And like, I like that one, I like that one. I'm not gonna trash that. I don't have a lot of trash songs, so that's why you don't have like the greatest misses and stuff like that for Tech N9ne or B-sides for Tech N9ne, because I use everything, because I'm actually trying to talk to people on every song, even if I'm partying. Even on Areola, I was talking to girls with breasts. I mean girls with breasts, like these girls that don't have breasts, you know.
I mean, yeah, right. I'm gonna just go right past that one. How much, excuse my ignorance on this, but how much writing do you do for anybody that you sign on your label? You write for them at all?
No.
Okay.
We give each other ideas.
Okay.
And, you know, I find artists that can write themselves.
Okay.
You know,
I got
can
you.
write their own lives and convey that on stage live. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted complete autonomy. I wanted freedom to write anything I want. You know, so when we signed Brother Lynch on, we just told him, don't kill no babies, dude. We don't care what you do. Don't eat or kill no babies or rape no girls, and we'll be good.
Jeez. Those are the only rules. Like, my rule is don't lose the license, you know, on the radio
You got
station.
food on your lips.
I do, what's that?
Yeah.
Well, thank you. There you go, Facebook.
You gotta take the shit on his lip. You gotta tell him though.
I did.
People won't tell you that's dog. And
No, I appreciate that.
You'll be like,
I do that all the time. I'm that guy. I'll be like,
in my mouth, pepper in my teeth.
So we had a couple of Facebook questions real quick. Scott wanted to know what it was like when you toured with ICP during the Wicked Wonka tour. He said he can't even imagine spending 10 minutes with those guys, much less a couple of months on tour.
Our first date with them on the Wicked Wonka tour was in Cleveland, Ohio. It was outside venue, down by some train tracks. It was really, really crazy looking. And I had never saw their show, me or my partner Travis. So we went and stood side stage, and they got the throwing and hurling. And we were looking
Never
at each
seen it
other.
before, ever.
No. I got introduced to the Juggalos
yeah.
later on after Angelic. You know what I'm saying? They started paying attention to my music. I was already the painted-faced clown since '94.
Right.
So
right.
I didn't know no other clowns until I saw ICP on television. They were getting dropped from Disney, and I was married at the time. I said, "Baby, more clowns! Look! You know what I'm saying? Because I've always been a clown. You know, I was happy. You know.
Yeah.
So after a while, after years passed, you know, their fans voted me to be on the Wicked Wonder tour. So I never saw anything.
Yeah.
We were blown away. You know what I'm saying? We were blown away by the antics. You know what I'm saying? The midgets that come out, clowns and everything. It was crazy, dude. It was crazy. So.
Brian wanted to know if there's any confirmation on Strange Relation 3.
Oh yeah. Travis wants me to do it in January, February. He wants me and Chris to get together and start getting with the artists. I don't know which direction we're gonna go yet though, but yeah, we're gonna do it.
Do you find with all these clown sightings now and everything going on or whatever, is it dangerous now for you to go out with your face painted?
I've been talking about this on stage. And that's the problem with people, is that they group everybody together because they think people look alike and they might be alike. I'd be damned if a police officer stops me and say I have to take off my face mask or my paint because some ignorant clowns are out scaring people, and I've been a killer clown since '94, and I'm a taxpayer, and I put my kids through college right now as I speak. I'd be damned if somebody gonna tell me to take off my face paint because some other weirdos out there, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's gonna like, they're just like saying all cops are gonna kill you because they're scared of you, and all cops are not punks, you know what I'm saying, or not chivalry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So to say that, you know, that just because these clowns are doing this, that don't mean all cops are doing that.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that don't mean that all Muslims are doing this because this weird pack over here are blowing up stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So no, I'm hoping somebody tries to stop me so they'll get a mouthful and hopefully
at that
it'll
point,
get
maybe
good.
you could just whip out your killer clown since 1994 membership card, right?
Yeah.
At that point, right? A couple people want to ask questions. Is that cool?
Yeah.
All right, if you want to go first, let's go first. All right.
Why the bat eating a snake?
Why the bat eating
Is
snake?
that not
No.
what that is?
No.
Then elaborate.
It's this, I had this in my dream a long time ago before I met Travis. I was a big Doors fan, so I wanted strange music. So I wanted to use the snake as the S and the bat wings as the M, S and M, strange music. But when I got the snake from is the rod of Asclepius. It's Greek mythology. You see it on hospitals like it's a snake going around a rod. You know what I'm saying? It symbolizes medicine. The bat symbolizes it's the nocturnal creature. You know what I'm saying? So I am the medicine to navigate through the darkness. You know what I'm saying? That's what that means. The medicine to navigate through the darkness. That's what I do for my fans. I'm my fan psychiatrist. Strange music. It has nothing to do with swallowing a bat.
Well, no, because there's some stickers or emblems what you can get, and they actually, and it might not be yours, it's off brands or whatnot, but they showed the bat eating the snake.
Oh yeah, it looks that way.
It does.
It looks that way, but it's not. You know, it's just me putting. I have a really dark mind.
No.
Yeah. So the snake in the bat is provocative. It makes people ask questions, and then when I give it to you, you know, I'm like, oh, it's not bad at all. It's actually to help people. You know what I'm saying?
No, I feel way better about my tattoo.
So what's the story behind Caribou Lou?
Story behind Caribou.
Was it a wild party one night?
Yes, it was. We brought E40 down to our club
Oh.
way back in the day. They had a hurricane. They called it Slurricane. You know what I'm saying? So we had them down at the Palace. It was like late 90s maybe, I don't know. And it was our first show that we had brought, my colleagues brought E40, Big Scoob and Diamond down to the club that we own. And after the show, the next day we're cleaning up the club. And Scoob said, man, we need our own 151 drink. I'm like, yeah. So me, Scooby, and T. Will got to grabbing bottles as we were, you know what I'm saying, cleaning up the bar, you know what I'm saying? And the Malibu rum came out, mixed it, pineapple juice came out somehow, and when I tasted it, I was like, it's like a Caribbean drink. It tastes like it's from the Caribbean. So I remembered something as a kid that sounded like Caribbean, and it was Caribou. And if you don't know what that is, I can't tell you, you know, because I don't want to, you know, and it's a long story, but I called it that because it's a Caribbean drink, and you know, I gave it a name, Caribou, and that was since 1995 when that happened. That was 95, yeah, it was 95.
Are they paying for it yet?
We're about to pay ourselves because Bacardi is canceling that, and they probably wouldn't offer us enough money anyway to come. And I doubt if Bacardi would ever get with Dole Pineapple and together. And you know, it's not gonna happen. So
Get your own
we found, yeah, that's what we're doing already. I already have 6 samples in my home right now. We've been sitting on it for a while, trying to get it perfect, and it's almost there. And we're gonna have it everywhere.
Like a science lab in your house.
Yes, I do.
All right, let's get up here.
Jesse James Dupree is helping me do it.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah.
From Jackal?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Outlaw Spirits, they're helping us in Trumbull, Tennessee.
All right, Tech. So, how did it feel when you saw your name up on Forbes? Like, did you freak out or
Yeah.
party hard?
Yeah. It showed up 4 times year after year. You know, they're like, oh my goodness, this is what we're doing, because we just do the work. And you know, of course, the money's gonna come when you start getting cars and big houses and stuff. You're like, where's the money coming from? It's coming from merch. It's coming from touring. It's coming from this. It's coming from that. And then Forbes just start counting up. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want them to put me out there like that, because once people see that, all your family members come out the woodwork like, can we get $1 million, dude? You sold 8 million? Really? You got 8 million? 8.5? Really? Can I get one of those millions?
Can we
Everybody
each
wants
get
something.
20?
So 4 years in a row, you know what I'm saying, people got to knocking. I'm the kind of guy, like, if I won the lottery, I don't want anybody to know. I just want to be normal.
Right.
And it's always the abnormal dudes that talk about, I just want to be normal. You know what I'm saying? Just crying, oh, I'm not normal. You
So
know,
to be on that list,
I
more
did it to
hard than
myself,
good.
so, you know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't tell anybody if I won the lottery. And I won the lottery, kind of, and everybody knows. But it's a humongous accomplishment. Me being from Wayne Minor Projects, you know what I'm saying? A young black dude from Wayne Minor Projects, and now owning my own business, you know, I look back and say, wow, we really did something great. But this level is not what I'm talking about. It's a wonderful level to be at, but I'm not complacent, you know what I'm saying? I'm not satisfied. I want the world, like Jim Morrison said, we want the world and we want it now. You know what I'm saying? I want world domination. So we're getting there. You know what I mean?
Who did you idolize growing up, and then did that help determine where you went into music?
Ice Cube, NWA made me want to rap. Public Enemy made me want to rap. KRS-One made me want to rap. A Biggie P, you know, the old school rappers made me want to rap. You know what I'm saying? Watching Jimi Hendrix, watching Jim Morrison, Janis Joplin, you know what I'm saying? Or just watching artists, period, man. You know what I'm saying? Just made me want to get into music, because I liked all types of music, blues, everything, you know. I grew up in a Christian house, so it was always gospel music. So I learned harmony from my family that went to church all the time, took me to church all the time. So I was surrounded by music, man. And all these people inspired me to do music. I just happened to turn into a master rapper. I don't know how that happened. I'm glad it happened, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was just wondering, since you were growing up and experienced a lot of difficulties and noticing murders like you had said, and even though today's killings, do you feel like as an artist that you should say something or do something about it?
I've been saying stuff about it, you know what I'm saying? I have a song called Oh Yeah, Intervention, where I talk about the problems in Nigeria, Syria, even here in Missouri, you know what I'm sizzling. I always touch on it. I got a new song on my album, my new album, The Storm, that I leaked a couple of weeks ago, like a month ago, called What If It Was Me, talking about the thing that happened to Alton Sterling in Baton Rouge. So whenever something crazy is happening in the world and people are dying, I always touch on it. You just have to listen for it. You know what I'm saying?
So once you perfect your Caribou, you're gonna get that shipped up here, right? This is Scotty. I mean, come on.
Caribou's gonna be everywhere. There's gonna be on cruise ships. There's gonna be in grocery stores. We fought Caribou Coffee for the name, like they were trying to say they own the name.
Just so you know, Wisconsin is the drunkest state in the nation.
Oh, I didn't know that.
No, it really is. You can Google it. It's a fact. It's the drug. Look at all of us. Come on, man.
Yeah. Well, that's right. So we don't. I'm gonna check that out tonight.
Okay.
It's gonna be everywhere, man. We fought for that name. You know what I'm saying? We had deposition after deposition with Caribou Coffee, dog, and they were trying to say they started it. I said, I had this back in '95. They said, we started back in '92. Did nobody know y'all in '92? Crazy. Trying to take my name away from me. That's why I wrote Fortune Forcefield. They're trying to stop me from my fortune.
So you've been Killer Clown since '94.
Uh-huh.
Where'd that come from? Where'd the face paint come from?
I had a best friend named Brian Dennis. He got killed for crime of passion, I think 2007 maybe. He painted my face back in '94 because he knew he was my best friend. He knew I used to fear clowns as a kid. And I wanted to become what I feared when I got older. You know what I'm saying? Because I always thought that when I went to the Ringling Brothers one in the Bailey Circus with my mom or whatever, the clowns always scared me because I was a deep thinking kid, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Because I always wondered what was behind the painted on smile because it's not real. So it can be malicious intent up under it. It's really smiling. So the mystique of the clown always intrigued me, even though it scared me. So as I got older, it intrigued me even more. And people and girls, I used to have like wavy curly hair and a box. I used to be a dancer. You know, all my dudes went to go dance for Hammer, and I stayed back to write. So girls always like, oh, Aaron is so cute. I wanted them to listen to me, so I tore my hair up on purpose, made it straight. You know what I'm saying? I dyed it red, and I became the clown because I wanted people to hear me rather than look at me and say, ooh wee, I want to sit on his face or something. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. You want to sit on my face. It's like I just wanted people to listen to my music, so I became the clown. And my boy Brian Dennis, he's the one that painted the skull on me, and that's why I went back to the skull after all these years, you know, in memory of Brian Beazle Dennis. And now the face paint is immortalized through my mask that Corey Taylor of Slipknot helped me get, you know what I'm saying, because I've been through 5 painters. The first one, my best friend died, you know what I'm saying. The second one, Craig Davis, he killed himself. The third one, Scenario, went crazy and lost his job at Strange. The fourth one, Jose, wanted to stay home and help raise his little girl, which is a good thing, you know what I'm saying? But he did that 2 weeks before the last tour started, you know what I'm saying? So I was like on pins and needles, but I happened to have an artist going on the road with me, Sesh Crew, Ubiquitous. He's an artist, and he painted it for the last tour. So I'm on pins and needles on that last tour because I'm thinking, who else am I gonna get after this? I cannot take Ubiquitous all over the world with me. He has fans to make himself. I just can't have him painting my face, and he's a humongous artist. So I called Corey Taylor, and his wife and him helped me get my mask, but now the paint is immortalized through the mask. All I gotta do is paint my eyes, around my eyes and my nose now, and I'm cool.
Hey Tech, off Killer, you got Why They Ain't Call Me. They're calling now. I gotta ask Crybaby. Is there anyone in the game now? I mean, your work ethic is so up there. Is there anyone in the game now you're like, man, what are you crying about? Is there any more crybabies out there in that game?
I used to think that about Kanye, you know what I'm saying, because he's all the way up there, but, you know, bad things that happened to him after his mom died, you know what I'm saying, I would probably go crazy as well, you know what I'm saying. Not saying that he's crazy or whatever, but, you know, my mom died, and, you know, on my lyrics, I went crazy, you know what I'm saying, and his mom was an untimely death down the West, you know what I'm saying, and that's enough to make you say F the world, you know what I'm saying? So me wondering why Eminem was so somber back then, I'm like, they're doing it big, why? But you have to wonder about their lives. So I stopped asking like, why are they crying? Because life happens to us, and we're people, you know what I'm saying? So down the West dying an untimely death like that, I don't know if I would even be able to make music anymore. You know what I'm saying? My mom was sick all her life, so it was working up to, you know, it went from epilepsy since she was 18, you know what I'm saying, to pancreatitis in '09 is why I did KOD that almost killed her, and then diabetes, and then right after diabetes it was lupus, and it took her, you know what I'm saying? So it was working up, you know what I'm saying? As far as down the West, that was untimely, you know what I'm saying? And that's enough to make people stop saying like, why is he so crazy? You know what I'm saying? Things happen to people, man.
I'm going to send out a quick shout out to everybody that's watching on Facebook. I want to say hi to everybody right here.
Hi. Everybody. Oh, hi.
Hi.
Somebody want to get high? Who? they got Girl Scout cookies? What y'all got?
What y'all got?
You got dabs, you got brownies, you got cookies, you got tappies. What you got? I can do it after the show. I can't do it before the show because it'll have me laying down. Hi.
Majestic tonight, you're excited?
Oh, totally, man. I went to the futuristic show last night on Humbug, you know what I mean? And it was my first time going to the Majestic to see.
It's a beautiful venue.
Yeah. I kicked it. It was like a really wonderful theater, and I got to see Futuristic kill it. And they brought us on stage, and everybody's face like, they did not know we were there, you know what I'm saying? So it was my first time really meeting them, you know what I mean? So it was wonderful.
Well, cool. Well, we're going to take some pictures now. Everybody on Facebook Live, we appreciate having you. And everybody Tech N9ne, yeah!